Hari Om and Namaste. Welcome back to Standard 6, Chapter number 3, The Harappan Civilization. Aim to compare today's town planning with that of the Harappan period. To understand how systematic and comprehensive the drainage system of the Harappan period was. To learn about the way of life and trade of the Harappan period. Let's understand why is it known as Harappan civilization. Harappa in Punjab was the first site where the unique archaeological evidence of the civilization were discovered. That is how this civilization came to be known as Harappan civilization. It is also known as Indus civilization. When does the Harappan civilization was discovered? Harappan civilization was discovered in 1921 CE with the excavation of two of its most important sites, that is Harappa on the banks of the river Ravi and Mohenjo-daro on the banks of the Indus. Introduction. Excavations were carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 km to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley civilization. There was a striking resemblance between the remains of structures and artifacts found at the two places, that is Harappa and Indus. Similar remains have been found at Dholvira, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad, etc. Generally, the same characteristics are seen in all the places of Harappan civilization. These include town planning, roads, construction of houses, drainage system, seals, pots and toys and burial customs. Housing and town planning. The houses and other structures in Harappan civilization were mainly built with baked bricks. In some places, unbaked bricks and stones were also used for construction. The houses had rooms built around a central courtyard. The houses had wells, bathrooms, and toilets. There was an excellent drainage system in which baked earthen conduits were used. The streets had covered drains built with bricks. This shows Harappan people had great concern regarding public health. The streets were broad and laid out in a great pattern. Houses were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. The towns were divided into two or more sections and each section had separate fortification. Seals and pots. The seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called steatite. These seals bear pictures of animals. They include pictures of real animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc., and also of imaginary ones like the unicorn. Human figures are also seen. These seals were used as stamps. Earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation sites of Harappan civilization. There are red terracotta pots with patterns and designs in black color. The patterns include fish scales, interlocking circles, people leaves, etc. The Harappan people buried their dead. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies. The Great Bath. A spacious bath has been discovered at Mohenjo-daro. The tank in the Great Bath was nearly 2.5 meters deep. It was 12 meters long and 7 meters wide. It was lined with baked bricks to prevent seepage of water. There were steps leading down to the tank. There was also a provision for draining, cleaning, and refilling the tank from time to time. Life in the Harappan civilization. The Harappan people practiced agriculture. The excavation at Kalibangan provides evidence of a plugged field. The people there grew different crops, mainly wheat and barley. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale, while in Gujarat it was ragi, peas, sesame, and lentils, which is also known as masoor, were also cultivated. The Harappan people were also familiar with cotton. The statues, the pictures on the seals, and the remains of cloth found in the excavation indicate that the Harappan people used to weave cloth. The dress of both men and women consisted of knee-length cloth and an upper garment. Many types of ornaments have been found in excavations. They are made up of gold, copper, precious stones, as also shells, cowries, seeds, etc. Men and women both use multi-strand necklace, rings, armlets, and waistbands. Women wore bangles right up to their upper arm. A statue found at a Harappan site presents an excellent specimen of their art. It shows the man's facial features very clearly. A cloak with a beautiful trefoil pattern is wrapped across his shoulder. Trade. The Harappan people carried on trade within India as well as with countries outside. The Indus Valley was known for its high quality cotton. This cotton was exported to other regions like West Asia, Southern Europe, and Egypt. Cotton cloth too was exported. The traders of the Harappan civilization provided muslin cloth to Egypt. Silver, zinc, gemstones, rubies, deodar wood were some of the items that were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan, and Balochistan. Trade was carried on both by land routes and sea routes. Some of the excavated seals bear pictures of ships. A huge dockyard has been discovered at Lothal. The trade of the Harappan civilization was carried on along the coastline of the Arabian Sea. Reasons for decline of the Harappan civilization. Frequent floods, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade were some of the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Some regions became arid due to the weakening of monsoon, drying up of river basins, earthquakes, changes in sea level, etc. People migrated to other places, leading to the decline of cities. The Harappan civilization was a prosperous and flourishing urban civilization. It laid the foundation of the Indian civilization. Thank you.